Go.
Hey everybody, thank you for showing up for my live Monday night feed. Guido cooking at its best. First thing you got to do when you're cooking, because my wife yelled at me like crazy last time, you got to wash your hands before you cook, alright? So quick hand wash, because you don't want some dirt bag making your food, right? My wife makes me do it. Of course, you always have to have the little towel underneath. And that's it. What we're going to do is we're going to use stuff that I have around the house already. And because it's Monday, Sunday was just yesterday, what we're going to use? Stuff that I have. Ricotta and mozzarella. We always have that from Sunday because we cook with it. So I'm going to get some right now. Where do I go? We got it right here. Fresh ricotta, fresh mozzarella. Alright? And here's another thing. First thing we're going to make is hors d'oeuvres. Okay? A loaf of bread. Your friends are all over. There's nothing to serve. Here's the quickest thing with some nice Italian bread. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Makes you want to cry. I'm going to toast it lightly. Okay, my Guido friends, a lot of us Italians, we don't learn how to cook for ourselves, right? Everybody cooked for us our whole lives. Our grandmothers, our mothers, our wives, whatever institution we happen to be in, everybody's cooking for us. But we got to learn how to do it ourselves. So that's why I got the fresh ricotta. Look, this is fresh ricotta. Look at this. Look how beautiful. Oh, I want to be alone with this. If you never had fresh ricotta, then you never really had ricotta. Look at that. Look. It's unbelievable. Okay. Here's fresh mozzarella. This is the way mozzarella is supposed to look like. Not the plastic stuff that comes out of the grocery store. Always fresh mozzarella. If my grandmother thought I was using that plastic stuff from the grocery store, she'd be spinning in a grave. And she's not even dead yet. She'd go to someone's grave and start spinning. It's the way she was. Look how beautiful this is. This is from Leone's in Bensonhurst. By the time I'm finished cooking, I'm going to be eating everything. Alright, I'm going to leave this here. Right there. On the counter. So what are we going to make? Let's finish the hors d'oeuvres first and I'll show you. Friends come over, you got a loaf of bread, some leftover ricotta, boom, but lightly toasted. Lightly toasted, that's all. You get some ricotta and you put it on. See that? Your friends will go wild. Especially if they never had fresh ricotta. You know how many people never had fresh ricotta? You got to go to a good store. You got to go to a specialty store or a nice Italian market. Look at that. I'm just going to do this and I'll show you. See the honey? Ricotta on toast with honey. Look at this. See that? That's like heaven. Heaven came down on earth. Look at this. Oh. Amigo. Look at that. You got to try this. If you haven't had this, you got to try it. Oh my God. One loaf of bread with some ricotta, you got like 30 or 40 hors d'oeuvres. Costs nothing. Alright. Enough of this. Look at this. You want that, right? You want that? Can't have it. I got some oil here heating up. some canola oil. Okay? We're going to make calzones. If you only had calzones from your pizzeria, you've never had a calzone. You understand? Those things that are baked in their oven like cardboard, no way. My grandma would deep fry the calzones. They came out unbelievable. You're going to do this tomorrow. You're going to thank God for my Facebook page. You hear? You know what you got to do? First, let me clean this off a little, all right? To get the dough, go to your favorite pizzeria. All right? Your favorite pizzeria. And you ask them for some pizza dough. I go to, what's the name of that place? Da Vinci's Pizzeria on 18th and 65th. My favorite pizzeria in the world. $3, they give you some dough. $3, all this dough. See this? Beautiful. You cut a little piece off. Look, I already made two already before because I got hungry. What do you want from me? Okay? So you know how many calzones you can make? Forget about it. You got to add a little flour because we got to stretch it out a little. Okay? Sometimes I babysit the nieces and nephews. You know, what do they want? They want something fried. They want something with cheese. This is it. And I tell my brother I spent $50 on their dinner, and Uncle Freddie pockets $35. I got some track money for the next day. Don't tell nobody. You got to stretch it out. We got the Italian walupa. Okay, and we stretch it out a little. You got to stretch it out. Now this rolling pin, we bought it. You know why? Because Grandma won't give hers up. I'm going to have to open up the casket to get it out. I think they're going to bury her with it. And you know what? When she goes, my mother gets it. I got to wait like 3 generations to get this goddamn thing. All right. Always stretch it out both ways. Sideways and long ways. Okay? I want to hit that bread up again. That was unbelievable. Okay, look at this. My grandmother had forearms like Popeye. She would be kneading dough all day. Are you kidding me? She'd whack you on the head, you'd lose 5 points off your IQ. But it was worth it. Okay, look, we got a piece of dough. Perfect. Perfect. Now we get some, what's it out? I got to cut it on the board because my wife flipped out last time. Okay? We just put a little bit of ricotta, not a lot.
Mozzarella.
I mean mozzarella. Always correcting me. She's right all the time too. That's what kills me. Okay, look, just a little bit of mozzarella. Just crumble it up. You say, why don't I use the grater? If you could grate a piece of mozzarella, then it's garbage. Okay? It's plastic. This is how you do it. Oh, this is going to be good. And then you add the ricotta. Look at this. See how much ricotta you get? It's beautiful. And this is the leftover ricotta. Okay, now this is good. It's burning. I think I just burned all the oil, which is great, right? We'll let it cool down a little while. And then on top of the ricotta, we put a little bit more mozzarella. On top and on the bottom. Don't mix it in together because some of the ricotta won't melt and then you got yourself a real mess. Okay? I might have filled this a little too much because I'm a gavone, and sometimes I overfill things. And now we're going to just fold it over. Madon. Look at that. This is going to be some calzone, I got to tell you. Make sure you get the air out. You got to press it down a little and work it out a little bit. No big. It's not rocket science. Or as my friend Frank Fury says, it's not rocket surgery. That's a whole nother story. Okay. You see how it's panning out now? Listen, you got to go to your favorite pizzeria to get the dough. Because if the pizza's no good, the dough's no good. You understand? So always make it to your best pizzeria. And why are you going to a pizzeria that you don't like anyway? Okay? Now I just got to get a fork. Very important, you seal the edges. While you're frying it, if it starts to spit and go crazy, shut the heat off. Okay? Because it can get out of control. You're going to get us all pinched. That's a little big. I went a little big here. Okay, I do it like a checkerboard. So that it like interlocks and seals. You see what I'm doing here? Okay, we're almost ready to put it in the oil. I hope I didn't burn the oil too much. Look at this. Madon, I think I burnt the oil. I'm putting it in anyway. You with me or you against me? Madon, look at it go. That is one hot bunch of oil. Oh, that's incredible. I got no more heat on because I made it too hot. I might burn the whole neighborhood down, but the firemen are going to eat real good when they get here. They know that. They rush right over here. Okay, it's almost done. It's got to be a lot less heat, otherwise it cooks too fast. But look at that. Look how unbelievable that is. That is a freshly fried calzone. All right? That is a thing of beauty. Listen to this. Listen. You hear that? That's, look at the crunch. Oh. Hear the crunch? Are you hearing the crunch? And look at that. Oh. Oh. I don't care if it's hot. You see me hot stuff. Oh my goodness. Mozzarella, fresh ricotta, deep fried. Oh my God. This was easy. I hardly spent any money here. You make these half the size, you put 10 of them out, even for dinner, or your friends come over, or the kitchen's burning down and the firemen are coming, make them some calzones. Oh. Tune in next Monday. We're going to get the food out of here. Food. Want to buy a shirt? Go to fredrobito.net. Make some calzones at home. Next week we'll burn something else. Cheers.